Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. In today's video, we're going to continue working with online inference with MLflow. So in the previous video, I showed you how to use the CSV format to send the features to the server and get predictions. In today's video, we're going to see the JSON input, right? So if you cannot, let's say, send the CSV data or the features as CSV, you can use this mechanism to send the data. It's basically sending a dictionary, right? And there are multiple formats. You can use you can grab your data or your payload with the key data frame split, right? And in this case, it looks like this. And uses the split orientation for data frames, for pandas to the data frames, basically. You can use, the other one is data frame records, which MLflow does not recommend because, as you can see here, it says that when we use this format, the order is not guaranteed, right? It says we do not recommend using this format because it is not guaranteed to preserve column ordering. The other formats that we have is instances and inputs, which is when we are using like deep learning and maybe GenAI models, but that's topic for a different video. Since we are using data frame, right, because we're working with the iris dataset, and this is not recommended, I'm going to basically pick this one, data frame split, and this is the one that I'm going to show you just right now. So let me show you, switch to the Visual Studio Code environment, and here I have this function invocation JSON, which is under examples, then iris classifier, and then online inference. Just a reminder. So here we're doing something similar to what we did during the previous video. We get the data, right? Then we build the payload. Notice here that we are using data frame split. And then we have we're getting some samples, and we are using this pandas method to get the desired format. So I'm going to just print the payload to show you how this looks like. So I'm going to print payload, and let me go to the pyproject.toml file, and this is the entry point. So I'm going to run poetry run and the name of the entry point. And this is how it looks like. Let me use just a single sample, so it's easier to notice the structure of the payload. Okay, so we have the index, the columns, right, which are like they are the name of the features, data, right, which is the actual values, right? So now that we saw that, we can uncomment the rest and show you the process, which is basically the same, right? We make, well, the main difference is that in this case, for the headers, I need to define application JSON because I'm sending the dictionary, right? Or a JSON object. Then I'm using the invocations method and making the post request. Then if the status code is 200, which means that it's okay, I'm going to get the predictions key from the response of the request, and then I'm going to build this data frame with the labels and the predictions. So let me run this again. As a reminder, remember that I have this model, right, running here, right? So the model is already running in the inference server. That's why these entry points are working. So it looks like a perfect prediction. I'm going to provide, let's say, more samples just to notice the predictions. Okay, we get the predictions. So that's all for this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you the validations that MLflow performs when we're making the API request. Because if there is an error in the, let's say, data type of the payload or the name of the features, well, MLflow will validate that data and throw an error because you are supposed to define like a signature for the model, and ideally you need to follow that signature. So in the next video, I'm going to show you those validations. Thanks for watching this video and see you next time.